Welcome to today's recipe. We're making a delicious homemade barbecue sauce that's full of bold flavors and perfect for all your grilling needs. Whether you're slathering it on ribs, burgers, or even dipping your fries, this barbecue sauce is sure to impress. It's easy to make, customizable to your taste, and packed with that sweet, tangy, and smoky goodness we all love. Let's dive right into the ingredients and get cooking. Alright, let's start by gathering our ingredients. You'll need 1.5 cups of ketchup, followed by half a cup of apple cider vinegar for a nice tangy kick. Add 1/4 cup of brown sugar, packed, and 1/4 cup of honey for sweetness. Then toss in a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and don't forget a tablespoon of lemon juice for that zesty flavor. Next, we've got Dijon mustard, just 1 tablespoon. For that smoky flavor, add 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Then half a teaspoon each of garlic powder and onion powder, along with half a teaspoon of black pepper. If you like a little heat, go for 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Lastly, add half a teaspoon of salt. And you'll need about 1/4 cup of water to adjust the thickness if needed. Now that we've got everything, let's move to the next step in the cooking process. Alright, let's start by combining all the ingredients. In a medium saucepan, whisk together 1.5 cups of ketchup, half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and 1/4 cup each of brown sugar and honey. Then add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, lemon juice, and Dijon mustard. For that smoky depth, toss in a tablespoon of smoked paprika, followed by half a teaspoon each of garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. If you like it spicy, go ahead and add a pinch of cayenne pepper along with half a teaspoon of salt. Give it all a good whisk until everything is well combined. Now, place the saucepan over medium heat. Stir occasionally and bring the mixture to a simmer. You'll notice the sugar starting to dissolve and the sauce beginning to thicken as it heats up. Keep an eye on it and stir to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. The key here is to get everything fully blended and simmering gently. This will help the flavors meld together. Once it's simmering, turn the heat down to low and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes. This is where the magic happens. Allow the sauce to reduce and thicken while the flavors really start to come together. Stir it occasionally, and if it gets too thick, just add a little water to adjust the consistency to your liking. This slow simmer helps concentrate the flavors, so be patient, and you'll have a perfect barbecue sauce. After about 20 minutes, it's time to taste your sauce. Grab a spoon and give it a quick taste test. You might want to add a bit more salt, sugar, or vinegar, depending on whether you want it sweeter, saltier, or tangier. Don't be afraid to adjust your personal taste. This is your sauce, so make it just the way you like it. Once you're happy with the flavor and the sauce has thickened, turn off the heat and let it cool to room temperature. Once cooled, transfer it into an airtight container, and it's ready to use. You can store it in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. This sauce is perfect for grilling, dipping, or adding to any of your favorite barbecue dishes. Lastly, here are some tips for a perfect homemade barbecue sauce. Let's talk about the smoked paprika. This ingredient is key to giving your barbecue sauce that deep smoky flavor. If you love that smoky richness, don't hesitate to add a little extra paprika. And if you want to take it even further, a few drops of liquid smoke can really amplify that barbecue essence. So feel free to experiment with the amount to get that perfect smoky punch. Now, about the sweetness. Everyone's preference is different, so if you like a sweeter barbecue sauce, you can add more brown sugar or honey. You could also try a bit of maple syrup or agave for a unique twist. Just remember, adding more sugar will make the sauce thicker, so be mindful of the consistency as you adjust the sweetness. If you're a fan of heat, there's plenty you can do. The cayenne pepper adds a nice kick, but if you want more spice, feel free to increase it or add some hot sauce to really bring the heat. For those who enjoy a milder sauce, just skip the cayenne or use a pinch. Spice is totally customizable, so go with what fits your taste. Let's talk about the texture. If you prefer a thinner sauce, you can add a little more water during the simmering process. On the other hand, if you like a thicker sauce, let it cook for a bit longer and reduce the liquid until you reach the desired consistency. You want it to coat the back of a spoon but not be too runny or too thick, so adjust it as you go. And one last tip. After you've cooked your sauce, let it sit for a few hours or even overnight in the fridge. the flavors will continue to develop, and it'll taste even better the next day. This resting time helps the ingredients meld together for a deeper, richer flavor. So, while it's tempting to dive in right away, patience really does pay off here. Finally, enjoy your homemade barbecue sauce.